All right, Barak for Yahweh, Barak for Yahushai, Barak for Yahweh, Barak for Yahushai, Barak for Yahweh, Barak for Yahushai. I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the true name of the God of Israel, who the world, all right, ignorantly calls God, all right? And Yahushai is the true name, all right, of the Son of the Most High, all right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, all right. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well for preaching the 100% truth in season and out of season, according to the Most High's will, the correct doctrine, giving up their bodies as a living sacrifice for the Most High's sake, which is a reasonable service. All right, double honors goes out to you. I like to say shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Okay, of the nation of Israel. All right, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, starting with the 144,000 down to the 1/3 of all Israelites who will receive salvation out of America once destruction comes. All right, which is near. Okay. All right, I like to say shalom to the sincere Israelite foreigners who look like different heathen nations. All right. But their spirit reveals that they're Israelite because they can accept this word 100%. All right. My sheep hear my voice. Okay. I like to give more praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, for allowing me to do another video to the Holy Spirit. All right. And this video, okay, is going to be on the Jersey City shootout. Okay. All right. And it's called Jersey City Shootout Was a Targeted Attack. Okay. So I'm going to play this video, okay, and get some precepts about this incident, okay, that happened. All right. And how this is the so-called white man Esau Edoms, all right. He's trying to push out a narrative here, okay. He's trying to push out an agenda, all right. So I'm gonna play this video and get precepts.
What authorities are now calling a targeted and deadly attack just outside New York City. The mayor calling it a hate crime. Police are now looking closely at this surveillance video tonight. The two gunmen, a man and a woman, getting out of a van, crossing the street there, opening fire inside a kosher grocery store. 3 people were killed inside. A police detective had been killed right before. Police arriving quickly, and then SWAT teams. The firefight went on for hours. Bystanders running away from the danger, and tonight we are learning more here about the suspects. The pipe bomb that was found in a stolen U-Haul that day, and the anti-police, anti-Semitic writings online. ABC's Adrian Bankert leads us off from Jersey City.
Tonight we have chilling surveillance video that captures the horror at that kosher market in New Jersey and what police say was a targeted attack. Both suspects slowly emerging from a stolen U-Haul van before one of them aims a high-powered rifle at the store and opens fire.
There were multiple other people on the street, so there were many other targets available to them that they bypassed to attack that place. So it was clearly that was their target, and they intended to harm people inside.
Police say the two gunned down the owner, Mindy Ferenz, a mother of 5, an employee, Douglas Rodriguez, and a customer, Moishe Deutsch.
A few hundred bullets went into a body of a 24-year-old child. How can we, as a community, as people, bear that?
One person in the market was injured but survived the hail of bullets that terrorized Jersey City for hours yesterday. The suspects killed in the gun battle identified tonight as 50-year-old Francine Graham and 47-year-old David Anderson. Sources tell ABC News that Anderson recently made anti-Semitic posts online. It all started when Detective Joe Seals, investigating the murder of an Uber driver, encountered the suspects at this cemetery. Police say they killed the officer, a father of 5, driving a mile to that Jewish market at just after noon. For more than 3 hours in a standoff with heavily armed officers.
Sound like we were at war. That's what it sounds. That sound like Desert Storm out here. Like we were at war.
In the end, police ramming the store with an armored truck, the bodies of the suspects and the victims found inside. Authorities did recover a pipe bomb and religious writings from that stolen U-Haul. The suspects, believed to be members of the Black Israelites, considered by the FBI to be a domestic terror group known for anti-Jewish and anti-police views.
There is no question that this is a hate crime.
Police now pointing to the bravery of the officers who contained the violence, including 2 patrolmen first at the scene and wounded.
Yesterday could have been far deadlier. And the reason it was not is due to the heroism of the men and women of the Jersey City Police Department.
And Adrian Banker back with us again tonight from outside that market. And Adrian, I know you're learning more about the suspects tonight.
Yeah, so one of those suspects, David Anderson, had a history of criminal offenses, including weapons charges. Now, we know that tonight 2 of those innocent victims will be laid to rest. They'll also hold a vigil for all of the victims at the cemetery where Detective Seals was murdered. Meanwhile, the kosher market behind us here, the scene of those merciless killings, boarded up. David.
Adrian Banker leading us off tonight. Adrian, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here.
All right, so I'm going to play the video again. I'm going to stop to make some points. All right. But this could be, all right, Esau. All right. He got this guy and this woman. All right. He paid them off. All right. He forced them to do this. All right. So it can look like that the Black Hebrew Israelite groups, all right, are criminals, all right, are terrorists, okay, waiting, all right, to do crimes, all right, okay, or it could be just, all right, a guy and a girl who actually wanted to do this, all right, but nevertheless, all right, Esau's gonna keep pushing out the narrative, all right, that the Black Hebrew Israelites, all right, all groups, okay, are terrorists, okay, waiting to do crimes, all right. All right, so this shouldn't surprise, all right, any of the sincere Akim, all right, any of the Lord's, all right, sheep, okay, because we should expect these things, all right, to come, all right.
Now calling a targeted and deadly attack just outside New York City. The mayor calling it a hate crime. Police are now looking closely at this surveillance video tonight. The 2 gunmen, a man and a woman, getting out of a van, crossing the street there, opening fire inside the kosher grocery store. 3 people were killed inside. A police detective had been killed right before. Police arriving quickly, and then SWAT teams. The firefight went on for hours. Bystanders running away from the danger, and tonight we are learning more here about the suspects. The pipe bomb that was found in a stolen U-Haul that day, and the anti-police, anti-Semitic writings online. ABC's Adrian Banker leads us off from Jersey City.
Okay, when they say anti-Semitic, all right, these Edomites, they don't even know the Bible, all right? It's Shemitic, all right? It's Shem, Ham, and Japheth, all right? It's not Sem, okay? And when you say anti-Semitic, that means you're against, all right, Shem, okay? That means you're against, all right, what these people think, all right? You're against Jewish people, all right? But when so-called Negroes, all right, are the real Jews, all right? So it's not even Semitic, it's Shemitic, all right?
Tonight, we have chilling surveillance video that captures the horror at that kosher market in New Jersey in what police say was a targeted attack. Both suspects slowly emerging from a stolen U-Haul van before one of them aims a high-powered rifle at the store and opens fire.
There were multiple other people on the street, so there were many other targets available to them that they bypassed to attack that place. So it was clearly that was their target, and they intended to harm people inside.
Police say the 2 gunned down the owner, Mindy Ferenz, a mother of 5, an employee, Douglas Rodriguez, and a customer, Moishe Deutsch.
A few hundred bullets went into a body of a 24-year-old child. How can we, as a community, as people, bear that?
person in the market was injured but survived the hail of bullets that terrorized Jersey City for hours yesterday. The suspects killed in the gun battle identified tonight as 50-year-old Francine Graham and 47-year-old David Anderson. Sources tell ABC News that Anderson recently made anti-Semitic posts online. It all started when Detective Joe Seals, investigating the murder of an Uber driver, encountered the suspects at this cemetery. Police say they killed the officer, a father of 5, driving a mile to that Jewish market at just after noon. For more than 3 hours in a standoff with heavily armed officers.
Sound like we were
Like I said again, this could be all right, fabricated, all planned out. Okay. All right, for them to kill this cop, okay, allegedly, all right, and for them to come, all right, and do this, all right, targeted attack, okay, this could be all planned out, all right, by the elites, okay, the higher powers, all right, the government, all right, on top of the actual government, because what these people don't realize that there's a government that you don't see, okay, that are hidden, all right.
That's what it sound. It sound like Desert Storm out here. Like we were at war.
In the end, police ramming the store with an armored truck, the bodies of the suspects and the victims found inside. Authorities did recover a pipe bomb and religious writings from that stolen U-Haul. The suspects, believed to be members of the Black Israelites, considered by the FBI to be a domestic terror group known for anti-Jewish and anti-police views.
So first of all, it says Black, all right, Israelites, okay. The word black is a negative connotation word, all right? Okay? When Hispanics and Native Americans are Israelites as well, okay? So first of all, it's not black Israelites, it's Israelites. So-called blacks, so-called, all right, because that's what they're called today, Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, all right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, all right? What this world calls Latinos, all right, Latin people, okay, Mexicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, all right, Brazilians, all right, those people, all right, what this world calls Latinos, all right, and Native Americans are Israelites, okay, through the spirit, all right, through prophecy, through the curses, them fitting those people, all right. You have Israelites who don't look like average Israelites, okay, who look like the other nations, okay, who don't have the so black, Hispanic, and Native American look, all right, but they're Israelites through the way they act, their spirit, okay, bears witness, shows, is proof that they're Israelite because they can accept the 100% word, all right, from the Bible, all right, they can accept it, all right, they're drawn to it, all right. Okay, they can actually attempt to be righteous in this society, all right? Because all these other heathen nations are just drawn to being satanic, all right? So when it says black Israelites, we're the Israelites, okay? Plain and simple, okay? It says anti-Jewish, all right? And when it says Jewish, it's talking about those gutter rats living in the land of Israel, okay? It says anti-Jewish, all right? It says anti-police, okay? So they're trying to deem to the regular, all right, show to the regular person watching that this group is so evil, all right? They're worse than Al-Qaeda, ISIS, all right? And they're gonna do a terrorist attack, all right? Right, but in the simple day American, all right, is gonna believe that, all right, because they don't know no better, all right. When we're just reading the Bible, all right, exposing the truth, reading the Bible, but this world hates the Bible, all right, and this world hates the truth. Okay, that's why they're gonna hate us and keep pushing hate, all right, and keep terrorizing us, all right. But the Lord's gonna come back and restore order, all right. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, who's not a so-called white man. He's a so-called black man coming back with vengeance, all right? In this world, okay, would deem him as a dictator, all right? As a person coming back to bring terror, okay? Plain and simple, all right? The Lord's not coming back nice, all right?
There is no question that this is a hate crime.
Police now pointing to the bravery of the officers who contained the violence, including 2 patrolmen first at the scene and wounded.
Yesterday could have been far deadlier. And the reason it was not is due to the heroism of the men and women of the Jersey City Police Department.
And Adrian Banker is back with us again tonight from out.
All right, so that's it on that. It's my first precept. It's going to be 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It reads, "Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay? So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay? What he's going to do. All right? What he's trying to do. His agenda. Okay? His plan. We're not ignorant. Okay? Because Satan's controlling the so-called white race. All right? Starting with the elites. Okay? The Illuminati, the elite banking families. All right? So we're not ignorant of what they're going to try and do. And this is what they're going to try and do. Okay? And what they will do. All right? Okay? Promote, all right, their New World Order system. Okay? One world currency. All right? One world government. Okay? And actually push out that system. Okay? Of everyone being slaves. All right? Under them. Okay? Chipped the RFID microchip. All right. If you're not with that agenda, all right, you got to go. Okay. Plain and simple. Okay. Targeting the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. Trying to just wipe them out. Okay. That's going to be Jacob's trouble. A trouble for Jacob, the Israelites. All right. So that's their agenda. Okay. To make the Israelite groups. All right. Because all the groups are going to get linked in as one, to make the Israelite groups seem as a terrorist. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. All right, whether they're paying off these people to do these crimes, right, or if they're not. Okay, but it's plain and simple. They're gonna make us seem like the worst terrorist group ever. All right, when the so-called white when these Americans, all right, the so-called white man, all right, how he got America, all right, through being wicked, rape, robbery, and murder, all right. So the so-called white man is the biggest terrorist, all right, on the planet Earth, all right. He did the most crimes, all right. He's gonna get paid for, all right. His tab is almost due, all right. And the Most High is gonna give him a judgment that's far worse than anything this world can imagine. All right. So at the end of the day, we know, all right, what their agenda is. So we're not going to be surprised when it happens. All right. Just remain calm. All right. Trust in the Lord that he's going to be your guide. All right. Throughout everything, thick and thin. All right. Till forever. All right. Because it's all we can do, trust in the Lord as sincere Israelites trying to receive salvation, because that's all we have. All right. At the end of the day, because we don't have nothing else. All right. This is the Edomite society. All right. So-called white people society. All right. All these different other nations. All right. The Most High Yahweh, all right, is all the sincere Israelites, the elect, all right, that's all we want, all right, and this is all we need, okay, his protection, all right, his guidance, all right, him, the Most High, giving us a spirit of faith to believe in him, all right, to believe that he's with us, giving us a spirit of faith so we can show it through our actions. All right, or rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, all right. That is the greatest riches ever. All right. Because all right, these people gonna realize, okay, money's not gonna save you at the destruction of America. Nothing's gonna save you. Your status in the societies, nothing's gonna save you at the destruction of America. All right, nothing at all. All right. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9. Okay. Slakia, nothing carnal is gonna save you out of the destruction of America. Okay. Only the Lord. All right, His protection, His guidance. All right, which He's gonna give to the elect of the nation of Israel only. All right. It's in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. Ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right. So, okay, being hated of all nations. All right. The men of the Lord will be delivered to be killed. All right. To be martyrs. Okay. To be beheaded. All right. That's just what comes with this. All right. It's not going to be an easy path to the kingdom of heaven. All right. But through the Most High, all right, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, okay, all things is possible. All right. So skipping to verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right. Because we know, okay, we have to endure unto the very end. All right. Through all these trials that these people are going to throw at us. All right. Okay. That ultimately the Most High is putting in our path. All right. We have to be focused. All right. And have the spirit of enduring to the end. This is just a test from the Most High. All right. All these people against you thinking you're a terrorist. All right. Thinking you're the worst person ever. All right. Your family turns against you. Your friends. Okay. It's just what comes with it. Your coworkers. It's just what comes with it. All right. That you still go down that straight path. Only the elect will do that. All right. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. All right. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 12. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. All right. Deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons. All right. So the man of the Lord being brought to prisons is nothing new. All right. Being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. All right. So being brought before kings and rulers, high government officials. All right. Being brought before the Supreme Court. All right. The Most High could have a brother be brought to the Supreme Court. All right. To the president. All right. Whatever. The Most High may have whatever, can have whatever situation happen. All right. To test us. All right. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 13. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. All right. Settle it therefore in your hearts, which is your minds, not your hearts. All right. Not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Okay. So don't think about what you're going to say. All right. And when you say that, okay, it sounds crazy, right? Because of course, in this society, you should use logic and think before what you say. Okay. But the Most High is going to just give you the spirit of overdrive. All right. To just give you what you, that you're going to know what to say. All right. You're going to know how to talk. All right. You're going to speak His words. All right. Which is not our own opinion. It's just truth. It's just facts. All right. It says, for I'll give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. All right. So the Most High will give us wisdom. All right. For those times. Okay. Which are coming, which are close. Okay. So brothers, be prepared, right, for persecution. All right. At any time. All right. Your whole life may change in one moment. Okay. Be prepared for these situations. Okay. But at the same time, all right, you're not supposed to be always. It's like I'm gonna get that. All right, that scripture. All right. To the spirit, all right, you have to be preparing yourself, all right, for salvation, okay? Doing the rehearsing the righteous acts, okay? And always having your mind, okay, to that persecution is coming, okay, but don't, all right, Slakia. Oh, Slakia, Revelation 2 and 10. You have to always be having your mind that persecution is coming, but don't fear those things, all right? And don't always constantly being like, let those things make you paranoid at every situation. Just get out of your mind. All right. You're supposed to have faith that the Most High to protect you. Okay. So it's a balance. You're supposed to be thinking about all these situations that may come to you. All right. But it's a balance that the Most High is going to protect you through what? Through the way you're acting now. So spiritually, you have to show the Most High. All right. If you're really okay, willing to endure to the end, all right, by showing your faith, all right. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, all right. So it says, fear none of the things that thou shalt suffer, okay. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So that's plain and simple. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give you a trial of life. All right. So that you may be tried. Okay. So they're going to test. So the Most High is testing us. All right. Through putting us into prison. All right. By these, the Edomite race. All right. So-called white people. All right. In their system. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, so these elites are going to come down with great wrath, right? Because they're the devil, okay? And they know that they have a short time. Their rulership, okay, is coming to an end. Okay, so they'll come with great wrath, okay, to persecute the Israelites, focusing on the men of the Lord. All right. It's Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. Okay. But it's a balance. All right. They may come with great wrath. All right. But through the Spirit, the Most High has protection for us. All right. That's not of this world. Okay. This is Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, having great wrath. When a flood comes in, it's just a what's the word? Like a tremendous wave that just comes in. All right. So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, which is the devil, all right, Esau, Edom, so-called white race, all right, white people today, the elites. And when they come in as a flood with their troops, right, their SWAT teams, all right, their high government teams, all right, when they come in like a flood, all right, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against him, all right? So lift up a standard against him. So we're not on the same side, all right? So against him, okay? Check up this word, standard. In the Hebrew, it reads
Strong's H 5127. Noose. Noose.
It says escape, all right, to flee, to drive at, all right, to take flight, to put flight, to cause, to disappear, hide. All right, so the Most High is going to give his men spiritual power, all right, to disappear, to fly, all right, to escape, all right, to be protected, basically, all right, for when the enemy comes in, all right. So we have our protection, all right. So to wrap up, 2nd Ezra 16:75, be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, all right. So I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, death and utter peril and destruction to America, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.